What makes a man masculine? Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be talking about what it is that truly makes a man masculine. This is a big topic. I've done several other videos kind of similar or around it, but not quite the same. There's a lot of misconception about what really makes a man masculine. And I want to start out by saying what doesn't make a man masculine. In other words, it's not how tall he is. It's not how big his muscles are. It's not how big and bushy his beard is, which is all the rage these days. It doesn't have anything to do with how much money he has or what kind of car he drives, etc., etc. I have seen men with muscles on top of muscles, with big bushy beards and tattoos and all that, and they're like, you look at them and you go, damn, like that's a dude right there. And then I have proceeded to watch them try to hike down the same hill that I'm on, screaming like a little sissy and not even being able to do it, right? So is that really manly? No. So it just goes to show that the outward appearance doesn't dictate whether or not you are a man. It's more inner qualities that truly make you a masculine man. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But before we do that, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to these videos. Doing so greatly helps the channel. You all know by now, it's all about the algorithms. I want people to see these videos because they are educational, and my goal is to help as many people as I can. So when you like, when you share them with your friends, when you subscribe to the channel, it tells the algorithm that people are interested in these videos, and it shows them to more people. Hey everybody, I am Kevin Anthony. I am a certified sexologist, Tantra Counselor, NLP Practitioner, and sex, love, and relationship coach. And for over a decade, I have been helping men, women, and couples have the relationship of their dreams and the best sex of their lives. Okay, so in the beginning of this video, I gave you a bunch of things that are not the things that make a man masculine. So let's talk about what things do make a man masculine. Well, number one, he keeps his word. This is absolutely a fundamental, important, masculine quality. When you say you're going to do something, you do it. Period. Now, most men, when I say that, will say, well, of course I keep my word. But do you really? And I really want you to think about that. Because there are a lot of little things that we as men say we will do, but we don't necessarily do them, or we don't do them when we say we'll do them. Like, you know, the classic example is your wife says, hey, I need you to take out the garbage. You're like, yeah, I'll take out the garbage. Okay, you said you would take it, but then you didn't take it. Oh, I forgot this time. I'll get it next time, or whatever it is. All of those little things, while seemingly insignificant, are not actually insignificant, and over time erode her trust in you. So it's really important, if you really want to be the man in that relationship and step up and be the masculine man, you have to keep your word. That means, of course, giving your word and then keeping it. The next quality is you have to set and keep strong boundaries. So a masculine man will always set and keep strong boundaries, meaning he's not wishy-washy. He doesn't let other men or his children or his woman walk all over him. Now, that doesn't mean being a tyrant. That is not the it's my way or the highway, but setting clear and appropriate boundaries and keeping them is really, really important. Next, he has clearly defined morals and values. Any truly masculine man knows what his morals are, knows what he values in life, and he has clearly defined them and articulates them and keeps them. He doesn't cave, he doesn't give in. Maybe when things get difficult or there's an easy way around it, you have morals, you have values, and you stick to them. All right, next, he is a good protector. Look, I know that there are men out there who, in their mind, they're not into combat sports, they're not into guns, like that's just not their thing. However, you have to realize that as the physically bigger and more powerful of the two genders, male or female, it really is our job, our responsibility as masculine men to be the protector. So that means protecting our woman, that means protecting our children, protecting our whole family. It is really important that we step up into that role. I highly recommend that men take some at least basic self-defense. I also recommend that you learn how to use some firearms, but you can be the protector in other ways also. You can be the protector by making sure that you have a security system in your house. You can be the protector by making sure you've hired security if you're at that level of fame where you need that. So even if you maybe aren't necessarily the one to learn the martial arts or to carry the gun, you need as the man to find some way to make sure that you, your woman, your children, your whole family is protected. You have to step up into that role as protector. Next, he is a good provider. Okay, this is going to be a controversial one and it's kind of tricky. These days it's all about, equality and everybody contributing 50-50. Okay, you can decide for yourself what the right mix is in your relationship. And sometimes, men, you can be a masculine man and you just happen to be in relationship with a woman who is very successful. Great, lucky for you, less pressure on you, right? If she happens to be very successful and have her own career and make plenty of money, that's great. But that does not allow you as the man to just, not be in some form of provider role. So I'm telling couples these days that you don't have to be in the traditional role of he makes all the money. In fact, for most people, that's just not even possible anymore. With the way the economy is spiraled out of control and inflation and housing prices and all that, I get it. One income just doesn't cut it anymore. However, just because you're not necessarily providing everything, you've got to be providing something and to the best of your ability. So you need, as a masculine man, to step up and say, I'm going to provide for you, for my family, the best way I can. That's it. Even if that best way isn't a ton of money, that's okay. You can also provide in other ways. You can build things, right? You can take care of things. You can use your own skills and labor to provide as well. There are ways that you can do it. It's not just all about money, but you as a masculine man, we are the worker bees. It is our job to be the provider. Next, he can build and fix things. I'm very grateful that through my family, through my father, through my grandfather, I learned how to work with tools, use my hands, build things, fix things. I don't have to do it for a living, but I know how to do it and I can do it, especially when I need to. And I think this is really important because women really want to know that they can trust you and rely on you. And this is one of the ways when something breaks in the house, what happens? Do you freak out? Do you go, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Or do you go, well, fix it, honey, right? None of that stuff is masculine. It's great if you could say, I got this. Don't worry about it. I will take care of it. So you're stating your word, you're keeping your word, right? By actually doing it. And then you're actually doing it. She will find this extremely attractive and it will make her feel very safe in this relationship. Now, you may not have the skills to do everything, and that's okay. You can always hire people to do the things that require a more specialized skill. Or if you happen to be extremely busy, you work a lot of hours, okay. But in general, you should know how to do these things. It is definitely part of our role as the masculine. All right, next, he has confidence. Masculine men absolutely have confidence. If you show up sort of doubting yourself and being wishy-washy, it is not going to come across as masculine. It's not going to be attractive to feminine women. So yeah, you gotta have confidence. How do you get confidence? You do all the other things that I was talking about. Keep your word, set boundaries and keep your boundaries, have clearly defined morals and values, learn how to be a protector, learn how to be a provider, learn how to build and fix things. If you can do all of those, you will just naturally have confidence already. And even if you don't, then go out there and, there are tons of programs that you can enroll in. You can work with coaches, psychologists, whatever you need to do do to get to that place where you feel like you can step up as a confident masculine man. All right, another trait of a masculine man is he gets things done, even when they're difficult and he doesn't want to do them. I cannot tell you how many things in life I look at and go, oh, man, I hate that. I really don't want to do that, but I have to do it. Either it needs to get done or there's nobody else that can do it. It's uncomfortable sometimes. Yeah, I get it, but you just have to do it. You got to do what you got to do. You got to be able to step up and get shit done. That is absolutely a masculine trait. So, like the rest of these things, if you can do these things, it doesn't matter how small you are. It doesn't matter, necessarily what you look like. Doesn't matter how deep your voice is or anything like that. You will appear and actually be more masculine to women because you're actually following through and getting stuff done and doing the hard things in life that need to happen. All right, the next one is he has mastered his sexuality. This is a big one for me because I spend a lot of time teaching about this topic. But if you really want to be a masculine man, you got to learn how to master what you were born with. You got to learn how to master your sexuality. You need to learn how to, master your penis and the use of it, how to get abundant erections anytime you want, how to last as long as you want, how to please a woman from head to toe, how to make it the most amazing sexual experience for the two of you that it can possibly be. You absolutely have to be a master of your sexuality if you truly want to be a fully integrated masculine man. All right, and lastly, he treats his woman and women in general like the amazing, beautiful, precious beings that they are. If you see a man disrespecting women or the feminine, he is not a masculine man. He's just not. It just goes to show how weak he actually is. So a truly masculine man will absolutely treat women like the beautiful, amazing, precious beings and creatures that they are. So if you see a man not treating women that way, he is definitely not a masculine man. All right, there you go. Those are the things that I think really truly make a man masculine. The traits that are, sort of quintessentially masculine. Things that it is absolutely our duty and our role to step up and do and perform and be. So I hope that you found that helpful. And I know if you can master these things, doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter how much money you have, you will be seen as a masculine man that is extremely attractive to feminine women. I hope you liked this video. Please check out the other videos on this channel. I have tons of videos just like this one and like a whole lot more. I've got everything for men, women, couples, dealing with relationships, how to be more masculine, even how to be more feminine for the ladies, how to have amazing relationships, how to master your sexuality. It's all right here on this channel. Make sure that you also check out the Love Lab podcast, which you can listen to right here on this channel. You can also find it on every major podcast platform. And lastly, please check out my website. It is my hub for all things in my world. That is kevinandceline.com. You will find my YouTube videos there. You'll find my podcast. You'll find my coaching programs. You'll find blog articles. You'll find my online courses there. And if you go to kevinandceline.com/vault, you can get access to a free library of resources to help you have the relationship of your dreams and the best sex of your life.